Hi fragrance friends, so this is my first impressions video for imaginary authors. So I'm going to be going through the short story collection, which is this one here, just to open it up. So we've got 8 fragrances in there, so I'm going to be back in just a second to give you my first impressions on each of these. So welcome back. Now the first thing that I noticed when I open this is the beautiful fragrant smell that pops out this box straight at me. Now the first couple of notes that I'm picking up out of here are definitely some woody notes and a little bit of vanilla in there. So there's a couple of obviously stronger fragrances that are sort of taking over the scent of the box. But let's go through them. Let's see, I don't have any idea of the notes in any of these. I can probably have a couple of little guesses as I go throughout, but these are just to give you my first impressions of whether I like them or not. And then I will be going through like a full review, so I'm going to be wearing one each day over the next sort of couple of weeks, because I've got some other discovery sets to go through. But these, yeah, I'm going to tell you sort of what I think of them straight off. Now this one here, this is a City on Fire. I quite like this actually. It's quite woody, very smoky, and I'd say it's got probably a little bit of incense in it. Some of you may know that I love Interlude by memoirs, and I'd say this one's got quite a similar smell to it. It's got maybe even like there's a little bit of that sort of medicinal, sort of smoky smell in there. But yeah, that one's quite nice. That one would very much suit me. Now this one is Every Storm Serenade. So it's not the easiest. So this one's quite fresh. This one's got marine notes in it. I'm trying to think what that one smells like. I smell something very similar to this one. It could be something along the lines of sort of a Davidoff or something like that. Yeah, it's quite an aquatic smell. Yeah, that was fairly nice. It's nothing sort of, I wouldn't say nothing really that stands out. This one's Cape Heartache. Quite fiddly these are. This one's a little bit different. So I'd say there's probably maybe a tiny bit of vanilla in this one. It's quite a fresh scent, quite a clean scent. Yeah, it's quite nice. Again, nothing sort of though that sort of really stands out. The one I'm really looking forward to getting to is Memoirs of a Trespasser, because I've heard loads of good things about that one. This one is Oh Unknown. So this reminds me of something I've tried very recently as well. This one's quite woody. I'd say this one's a little bit different. This one's quite nice, yeah, quite unique. I'm definitely looking forward to sort of seeing more of this one, let you know my full thoughts on this one. I mean, what I want to do is, as I say, I'm going to go through all of these and give you a full review, so you can give an idea of, so you can get an idea of sort of the projection and if they last or not, because that's the main important thing when I'm shopping for fragrances. I want something that's going to last. I don't want to be spending sort of $200-300 on a bottle of fragrance that gets me through 2 hours and then it disappears, which is a problem I found with some of them. Thankfully not any of the ones that I bought, but I'm one of those people where fragrances do tend to last on them as well. Now this one's Yesterday Haze. Oh, definitely. I'm trying to think. I got a feeling I know why this is called Yesterday Haze. It's quite. This one's quite reminiscent of something in my past. It's got I'd say like a fieldy smell about it. Definitely sort of smells of the countryside or something like that. It's like a very outdoorsy smell. It's quite a little bit sweet as well. So there must be some floral or some just a little sweetness to it. But yeah, that one's quite nice. So Memoirs of a Trespasser is the next one I've got in here, but I'm going to skip past that one because this is one I want to leave till last. This one's called Slow Explosions. This one's a little bit smoky. This one actually reminds me of like a whiskey or something like that. It's quite nice and quite unique. There's definitely some, I'd say there's definitely some liquor notes in there or something. Yeah, it reminds me of a sort of like a very smoky whiskey. It's got that scent to it. I mean, obviously, I mean, these are just sort of the opening notes that I'm smelling now. I'd love to know what the dry downs are of one of these. Well, of all of them really. So obviously that's why I'll be doing the full review later on. Now this next one's Saint Julep. So this one's a bit more feminine, as you'd expect, probably with a name like Saint Julep. I'd say this one's probably a little bit more floral. Kind of like a sweet floral scent. I want to say this reminds me of something my wife's worn or something my wife wears. Yeah, it's quite a feminine one. That one I'll probably leave that one to the wife to try out because it's not really my cup of tea. But on to the last one. This is Memoirs of a Trespasser. I do have one other sample as well. I've got I believe it's Falling Into the Sea, which is here somewhere. Where are you? Yeah, Falling Into the Sea, which I did have a little whiff of the other day, and that's quite similar to, I'd say it's quite similar to Erolfa or Cold Water. So, Memoirs of Trespasser. I know this one's got vanilla notes in from other reviews that I've seen before. That is quite nice, that one. It's like a woody vanilla. Yeah, that's quite unique. So yeah, that one is, I'm looking forward. I'm not going to go straight for Memoirs of a Trespasser today. I think I'm going to go with City on Fire. So I'll give you a full review of that one, and I'll work them through in no particular order. But this one's Falling Into the Sea. Unfortunately, I don't have this one on a little spray. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely some sea notes in there, some marine notes. I don't know. I thought when I initially smelt it, maybe it could be sort of maybe going a tiny bit anosmic after smelling all the different ones here, after especially having them sprays. But I remember this one sort of smelling. I don't know. I kind of get it. Does it still smell a tiny bit like a Rolfa? Obviously by Creed. Yeah, I'm looking forward to trying all of these over the next couple of weeks. So that's my first impressions on the Discovery set. I'd say it's a nice one to pick up. It's not too expensive. I think I paid $30 or $35, something like that. I ordered this one from Osme Perfumery in Miami, which I'm very much looking forward to visiting next month. So yeah, so that's the short story collection. I'd say definitely worth a little purchase to test them out yourself. But I will be giving my full reviews over the next couple of weeks. So please like, comment and subscribe below. I always look forward to reading your comments. Thank you to everyone who's subscribed so far. I was up to 40 subscribers so far yesterday, which considering I've only been going a couple of weeks, I'm very, very happy with. I'm glad to hear that you guys are enjoying the videos. So thank you very much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in my very next video.